useful, I'll take it. Useless. Useless.
By royal decree. Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this gift! Everybody stand back! Odds revealed!
Disappear! Here! Worthless! Here! Here!
Off we go!
reality here.
Would you care to sit? If you ever had... with me. We'll see about that.
Adventure time.
Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this gift.
Going in. For it. Get out, evil, conquering. Here. Worthless. Worthless. Worthless.
I can't keep my eyes open.
Useless.
Dare to mess with me?
Foreign. Here.
Too late for regrets. This isn't new.
Here, teamwork is dreamwork. Disappear. Worthless. Here. Worthless. Here. Worthless.
You know,
How's everything going with your thesis?
I should be able to publish it next month.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honest.
The newly appointed acting grand sage reviewed all of our projects, and
Acting grant?
yeah, I heard that selecting news, but it's all thanks to him that our research, once my paper is published.
They're really out of their minds, making I'll hate them the acting.
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualification.
Fool! Do you think I'm... No! He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that what brazen arrogance! Misery of misery!
Professor, don't get so worked. Psst.
Want to hear a secret? I've heard
Really?
someone named Alhaitham. Never met him myself, but there's also a Vahumana scholar who's...
Oh,
wow. Some people... Hey,
The Matra.
the mantra.
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to...
In the state, York, why don't you tell...
No, I have to tell them my... Sorry, can you lend me your arm?
Since you put it that way... We promised to take him to a mantra, but... Oh, wait! Sino should be
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra's? But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he...
Oh?
Siraj.
Siraj.
Vahumana...
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue.
I want to report him. Forget he kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that hole. I ran as fast as I could, a little slow.
There's no rush. Please, what kind of experiments was he conducting?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember...
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place... Oh! I heard they conduct business.
Even if what you say is... But before that, I would like to admit it.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. Sorry, but can you two wait out here?
Huh? Alhaitham?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it...
Huh. It's kinda weird for you.
You're overthinking.
Really? In that case, let's join in as well.
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here.
Don't you worry.
All right. In that case, Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be... Incidentally, Siraj is... It's close to the time that...
That's right. All right.
Oh, come on.
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next... Acting Grand...
Looks like you haven't read. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to...
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we... Ilyas, please stay here.
Sure. Though I'd rather...
He's the same as ever. Casually ignoring people.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need... Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is. With his consideration, that question was obviously bait. The Matra were once The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange...
What?
This is why I was against becoming the...
Excuse me. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer.
No. I have no...
Haha! I thought so too.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt...
Really? A misperception, perhaps.
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, we've apprehended...
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has
acting... Wait, can... What have I got myself...
I would like to ask him if you...
Of course.
Do you know...
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer.
What were the details?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many... He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the...
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilya... The good news is, regardless... Do you have any more questions?
No.
Oh, that's... We conducted a comp... However,
I've read some papers.
I see.
Follow me.
Off we go.
Siraj didn't show up at the tab. Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things?
I thought you would have guessed the reason by...
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come up. So you're not here because you're interested...
You couldn't be further from the truth. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed from violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none. The 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all. My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly.
So that's why he's by...
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules.
That sounds Ilias? Can you try to remember things again?
I'm sorry.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories. However, these memories aren't truly lost. Now, try to recall things you care about.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, but I do vaguely remember.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the academia. I'm not sure about the details.
And the second thing?
I can't remember.
Not unexpected. However, you're the.
Losing your memory.
Oh, thank you. I have so, but amidst all that, nevertheless, I have you all to thank. Now,
I see.
Boring.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've sent this.
I did.
Yes, but that can be a.
I believe you know this.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilias, where have you been these past few? That was our busy.
I'm sorry. Something unexpected came up, but I know I've caused trouble for
The other researchers, you remember Chan? He retracted his app. He's the 12th.
Understood.
I'll pay you in full. Is this acceptable?
I have no objection.
Ilias? Long time no see. What can I do?
I heard that you canceled your...
Oh, that... It's really nothing special. I'm not the only...
No motivation to conduct.
Yeah. Say,
Oh,
well, with the downfall of the Sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold with the situation being so volatile.
when you say.
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only
So what are the other...
well, because the Akash, I'm sure you're all the way back then, it was beyond convenient.
I see.
You get it, right? There are only a handful, although our names will be first.
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head... It hurts. I remember now. I remember what's... You will become Siraj number 36. fuse yourself with a consciousness on.
Paimon doesn't get it.
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness in human society. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1
This overmind would then divide tasks. Lastly, this system...
Paimon still doesn't.
Think of it as linking many minds together. Eventually, everyone's minds will be Siraj believes this collective consciousness...
Whoa.
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your smaller numbers were... I also recall that...
Oh no.
I tried my best.
Take your time.
What's off?
You were only designated... I'm not sure what...
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now.
Huh?
Well, Siraj, there are many who would give up. That said, I do know a researcher who, if you're interested, you can...
Are you Janaki?
Ilias?
Do you know me?
Are you playing
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my...
And? Are you trying to say that, or are you using the acting Grand Sage as backup to settle...
That's enough. There seems to be I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his...
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me. I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be... No one wants to be placed at the bottom.
Ilias is number 36, and Jan...
Tell me, did Siraj...
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back then? They left a document that records the amount of Yana. I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document.
I see. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is me at most.
See? I knew I couldn't have...
What else do you know?
That's it. Pete, is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here.
Please, wait,
You really forgot.
I swear.
Paimon can vouch for him.
I see. You know, I get angry just thinking about it. So I really don't have the patience to fill you in. That's all I have to say.
And she's...
I really don't, I guess.
Do you want to
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj, no one can force you to remember if you don't want.
I'm not sure what to do, but
I can look up your file. Something that costs... Would you like me to look?
Yes, please.
All right.
Useless.
Let's split up for now. Ilias, we'll meet back here.
Okay.
Relax, Ilias.
That's true. I'll also try.
I'm holding you to that.
Useless.
Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilyas's file. Let's meet down.
What?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the academia.
Huh?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in act. Your report was found to be true after a series of This incident caused quite the commotion. What is it?
No, it's just... my head feels like... Did I seriously do that?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so there's no need to push yourself over it.
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed.
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver it.
The threads of your fate lie in my hand.
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilyas, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was...
You sure everything's okay? Did they... Ilyas!
I'm fine. Just a minor head.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. I can't imagine how things are going for you at the academia.
You don't have to force yourself to...
I'm all right. I just...
Ilyas doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia. Hey, hey! That's enough, you two. Ilyas, let's So,
It's much better now. Oh, here.
Same old, same old. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, it's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the...
Conform...
Yeah. You don't remember? Ilyas? What's wrong?
Ah, I see.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? I don't care if you're a hero or not. I just want...
Your understanding is a great comfort.
Is it? That...
More so these two. My name is...
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have...
Well, that's a shame.
Don't worry. I won't do any...
You remember now?
Yes. Thanks for that. You know...
Is that your way of conveying
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. I said that there was a sense of familiarity.
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you... Strange, isn't it?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as...
It'd be great if I could think like you.
Really? Paimon remembers that you said there are two things. What about the other?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj.
You're right. Let's...
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. Weird. Ilyas, do you remember this place? Did he get separated from us?
There's no need for that.
Alright.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go? He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application. And whenever the project hits a wall, he
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of...
But he's obviously he throws you the hardest work. And after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research. That's not right!
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have... It's okay.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters and casual... He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds.
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now.
Connecting.
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The Collective Consciousness project is already complete, and not entirely. Here you are.
Let's light it up! Useless!
Flicker.
Dare to mess with me?
Let's light it up! I'm going in! Lament! Here!
It's completely different from what Ilyas said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Oh, Hatham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him. Off we go!
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened? Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people... Now our futures are up in the air. If we're...
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again.
Don't jump to conclusions just yet.
Just in case, why don't we take both keys with us?
Alias, this is all very... Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Huh?
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
What are my manners? My name is Siraj.
Siraj?
The world hates people who don't fit in. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, however, I'm working on some research that will help you. How about it?
What did you see?
Paimon can't believe it! He really... No! Siraj is the real...
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness, and I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville to throw off the Matra and bring Alhaitham to the Hive.
You were already Siraj number 36? But...
Yes, I truly did forget many things. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the...
And the best guise is when you believe you're...
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was only here. Can I be... That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will...
Is this your decision?
Yeah! The person we know is Ilyas. The outside world is painful sometimes, but... Paimon doesn't think...
Do you need more time to consider...
Hey, who are...
That!
So you're that
Giga jerk? How...
You...
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's task. Here, people can live easily and happily. Then I ask you, there are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research, and people are so obsessed with collective will that even those are... Isn't that right, Ilya? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony... Welcome to the Hive, Alhaitham. few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. But I didn't give up.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty...
Oh, you noticed that? The answer is the academia. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. The project will...
We won't let you...
What can you return to the hive, number 36?
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back. You aren't an elf.
That's easy for you to say, given that you're traveling. Return, number...
Ilias?
You two are just as... You think that everyone should... I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memory. Al-Haytham. Deuce.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely... It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems...
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his...
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these...
So that's it. Wait, and then you pretended to keep... Wouldn't expect any less from you, Al-Haytham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take the... Wait.
Al-Haytham, I told you. Your Ilias's return, your struggle
So many and...
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them. Despite their lack of... Now then.
Hey,
I've already... You two just need to brace yourselves for the news...
Well... Too late for regret.
The process of elimination.
Al-Haytham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
Evil conquering! Here! You see? That is the will of the collect. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their...
Dare to mess with me? By royal decree.
Flicker.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong in the academia. Too much.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Here you are. Diffract.
Let's light it up. Yeah.
What's going... Silence! As the Overmind, I command you! Boring! Lament! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless!
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved?
Was there an error in our judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? Not necessarily.
How bold.
Let's light it up! For it!
Get out of my way!
Adventure, that's gonna hurt in the morning! Everybody stand back! Off we go!
Disappear! Here! What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36. What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
Wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down on the list! Siraj is alive!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately... However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the disturbance that setbacks and apprehension, but in the Hive, where there are no... A few words were enough. Believe...
You were already thinking. You knew that
I knew it from the moreover. I never looked down. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had it. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone.
Your perspective is entirely from your perspective, you probably think I'm like you. Someone who doesn't fit it. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and...
You mean to say...
Is that not so? You view people as...
Regardless.
You will stand... I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the general...
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him. and I made several similar symbols on the way.
Wait, what do you... Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you. So you really did know that something was up with Ilya?
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employ... By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method...
Seriously? By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people...
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to wake.
Good. Seems like the... See you.
And off he goes.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all... What came over me?
We were a whether he's this...
We can discuss the future later. I didn't feel anything. Siraj, from how things look...
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to all Hatham?
Sure.
It's okay.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all... We can ask all...
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward, but I didn't have. So in the end...
Ilya?
Don't be sad. However, I realized, understanding that...
You can do it.
Thanks. Can you... Also, please apologize to all Hatham for...
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinate. Are you too hurt?
Paimon's fine.
Get some rest. Oh, Hatham is probably... Watch out for any of Siraj's...
Okay, let's go meet up with Al Hatham.
The matter's settled. I actually thought it would have been settled. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some... I respect your
Hey, we're not...
You...
What? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened.
See ya.
Hold it right there.
Are you done? Your behavior...
Stop changing this...
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You'll know when we get there.
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of us?
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously get.
You're not from the Academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before.
Wait, what? How do you know me?
What? You're embarrassed only now?
Oh, you guys are...
Yes, we are, but keep that to yourself.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home.
Hey! You're leaving just like that? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Al Hatham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you? Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse...
But...
Okay, well... Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have...
You seem like you got a lot going on. So...
Are you serious? How could you...
What? That was a normal response.
Still, why do you have to treat me like...
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting a...
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is when Paimon wants to know,
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who... The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject... The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large...
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus...
That's way too dangerous!
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt it's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without... That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll...
What about you?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys?
Sort of. We encountered a string...
Are you all okay? Huh. So, such is life. If only he'd known. Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're...
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well...
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're...
You don't understand...
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh!
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think.
I bear them no ill will. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth. He apologized.
It doesn't matter. I never considered it. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. Oh, yeah? You only started investigating with the Matra, but after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem...
I had no interest in him personally, but I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the Sage, the fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved, speaks to as the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to... In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Report...
Paimon understands now.
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description.
Wait.
Yes. I don't think Siraj... What he'd do then wouldn't have been...
But...
I'm not suited to be... If I serve as acting Grand Sage for 2... It's important to keep your priority...
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kind of...
See ya.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a...
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the...
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be a shake...
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing...
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his...
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it?
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with...
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want.
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming feature?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about...
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan.
Can't you just be nice and not?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in some...
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right?
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few...
What? No, it can't be.